How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another MLB The Show 23 Franchise Viewing Challenge. We got our final legend team that we're going to be doing is the Long Ball Beast. So, with the Long Ball Beast on the Washington Nationals, plus some other players as well, to fill out the rest of the roster. And this might be the best team in terms of overall talent, just because there's so many players that could fit the timeline of being on the Long Ball Beast. So, it's going to be a fun time. So, let's do it. Before we get on to the video, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. You're going to comment down below the videos, go to socials, playlist section, main channel, down in the description if you like the economy TJP. And again, we're doing 4 seasons of this, so should be fun. Let's see if we can get a World Series. I'm hoping for at least 2, since we've gotten 2 with the other ones, so we might as well try to get 2 today if we can. But I think this team could maybe have the chance of winning 3, maybe 4, if we can keep everybody around. But I know we're going to lose some guys just because we're going to be so over budget. So with that being said, though, let's get on to the gameplay. All right, so let's just take kind of a quick look at the lineup. So you can see it's absolutely dominant. From top to bottom, like obviously, you're gonna see some current day players like Bryce Harper, but this is legend Bryce Harper, so it's fine. He's back on the Nationals, that's kind of cool. So yeah, but everybody else here, pretty crazy lineup. Of course, our bench is pretty wild. Ortiz, Wright, Walker, Martinez. We even got 87 Ryan Braun up here. Jeter, Torrey Glaus, Gary Sheffield, Sean Green, Todd Helton, Mark McGwire, Joe Mauer, Grady Sosa, Sammy Sosa. I realized he was on the team. Vladimir Guerrero and McCutchen. This legend McCutchen. Yeah, this team is just so talented. So our pitching is crazy. I mean, Pryor, Martinez, Cole, Maddox, and Randy Johnson, and then yeah, we just got a bunch of legends up here that are just insane. Actually, we don't have that many pitchers, surprisingly. But we'll see how we can hold up. We'll advance to the regular season. I'm sure there's gonna be guys that are gonna get waived here and there, but not a problem. I mean, we'll take a look at the opening day roster right here. So if we take a look at the lineups, I mean, you can see so many guys that are just excellent at what they do. Larkin, Giambi, Gonzalez, Harper, Edmonds, Big Poppy, Pudge, Chase Utley, and of course we got Troy Glaus. We got Dave Wright, Larry Walker, we got Mark McGwire, Joe, Mauer, we got Pedro, Garrett Cole. Yeah, it's a crazy team, and our rotation is also pretty solid as well, and our bullpen looks pretty good. Of course. We got some guys at AAA as well, like a younger Pedro Martinez that is in AAA. And he's under contract for 3 seasons. That's cool. So I don't have to re-sign him. And we've got a bunch of guys in AA, AAA, and all that fun stuff. So let's see how this team does. We're going to simulate to the All-Star break. I would assume we'll be one of the better teams in the MLB, but you never know. Maybe we will go 82-0. I mean, I'm probably not going to go 162-0. That's what I meant to say. We're not going to be undefeated. I know that, but we'll see how we do. Our best start to a season, 77-13 is our record. That's a pretty insane record right there. So let's take a look and see who's doing it for us. We got some injuries, but nothing too crazy. Lineup-wise, I mean, Barry Larkin's hitting 301, so he's having a good season. Vladimir Guerrero's doing his thing out there. Luis Gonzalez having a great season. Frank Thomas. Jim Edmonds is doing well. We got Bryce Harper. Pudge. Chase Utley's doing okay. And everyone going, how is there no Albert Pujols, by the way? MLB The Show. You got to put Albert Pujols in here as a legend. I don't know why he doesn't have a legend. He should. You know, you have current day players that are legends. You got to be able to get an Albert Pujols in here, man. I just have to point that out. But yeah, off the bench, David Wright, Jorge Posada, Sosa's coming off the bench, Todd Helton, Mark McGwire. Zula's kind of struggling, actually. Yeah, because he only hit a $187. He didn't play much, but he's struggling a little bit. Also, I don't know why we have Michael Grove up here, but hopefully he doesn't pitch too much. But everybody else on our rotation, Garrett Cole, Greg Maddox, Mike Mussina, Cliff Lee's been solid, and of course Gary Wood. Yeah, could be better. Bullpen for the most part has been pretty good. Tom Glavine, look at you, my guy, absolutely lights out. Mo is doing pretty good, and of course our closer Rob Nen, 31 saves. That's impressive, definitely impressive. Of course, we got a lot of guys in AAA, JPV and Zach Greinke. This is AA, but they're doing their thing. So shout out to them. And then, of course, in AAA, pretty good. A lot of legends right here. So there's that. Of course, then, too, in the minors. Yeah, we got a lot of legends down here. And then, of course, in AAA, we got a lot of legends down here, too. And, oh, my God, our bench is just filled with them. So let's see how we end up doing for the rest of the season. Obviously, our AAA team is really good. Our AA team is really good. And of course, our MLB team is really good. So I'll simulate to the end of the season. I'll probably do some contract extensions, you know, and see if we can maybe re-sign some of our guys. And that'll be about it. And then hopefully we can maybe re-sign a few more in free agency. But only time will tell. So I'll simulate. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. All right, so we went 131-31, won the division, taking the win of the wildcard playoff games. So clearly we had a great team, and I did a lot of my contract extensions. So let's take a look at the standings. Obviously, the best team in the MLB. The Angels had 104 wins, so we were 27 games better than the next best team. We got some league leaders. Greg Maddux with ERA wins. Win percentage, actually. Wins goes to Moose. Rob Nevin saves. Maddux with shutouts and complete games. So shout out to Greg Maddux. Barry Larkin stolen bases. Jim Edmonds RBIs. Luis Gonzalez runs and base on balls. Jim Edmonds slugging percentage. Probably OPS as well. So good stuff there from him. And let's take a look at some of the other league leaders here. Do we have anybody else? Yeah, Pete Alonso hit 49 homers. Luis Gonzalez at 48. Jim Edmonds led the lead in RBIs. Luis Gonzalez runs. Stolen base, Barry Larkin. Luis Gonzalez base on balls. On base goes to Jim Edmonds. Slugging goes to Jim Edmonds. And OPS goes to Jim Edmonds. Very good. Then we got Mussina, Greg Maddux, Rob Nen. Greg Maddux with ERA. And shutouts. Spencer Strider led the league in strikeouts. Complete games. Greg Maddux with 9. Pitched the most innings. So that is good to see. All right. Let's see. We got some awards. Of course, it's going to be Rob Nen, Delivery Man of the Year. Mike Mussina, Cy Young. Jim Edmonds, Hank Aaron. And also the MVP. So shout out to Jim Edmonds winning an MVP. Pretty crazy stuff there. Yeah. He's had a great career, this guy. So, Hall of Famer. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. Let's take a look here at the lineup. So obviously Barry Larkin had a good year. Miguel Cabrera, look at that. That is a young Miguel Cabrera. Only 52 games he played though, so he obviously got called up. Luis Gonzalez is here. We got Jim Edmonds obviously winning the MVP. Harper was good. Edgar Martinez was really good. Pudge, Chipper Jones, and Chase. I like a little bit more out of them, but they didn't play much. Well, actually Chase Utley was starting. Our bench. Not too bad. I mean, we should be good in the postseason. Of course, Garrett Cole had a good year. So did Greg Maddux, and Mike Mussina won the Cy Young. I think maybe Greg Maddux probably should have won it, but we gave it to Mike Mussina. Cliff Lee, and then Pedro. Okay. This is the young Pedro, because I guess the older Pedro got sent down. So, yeah, or got waived, rather. So, yeah, I mean, team's a bit scary in the sense of we probably don't have too many, we're not going to have too many guys going forward, but we'll try. Either way, I mean, this is our best chance to win the World Series. We got the Mets, so let's see if we can do it. We get the Mets, who won 98 games, so we're definitely better than them by 33 games. So game 1, we got Garrett Cole versus Jose Quintana. We win that one 2-1. Game 2, Maddux versus Kodai Senga. We win that one 7-5. Game 3, Mike Mussina versus Justin Verlander. We win that one 2-1. Going on to the NLCS, taking on the Dodgers, and let's just double check their record. Of course, they won 95 games this season. So we got Maddux, we got Julio. Game 1 is a 13-3 win for us. Game 2, Cole versus Gonzalez. We lose that one 3-0. Did we get perfect gamed? No, we didn't. Game 3, Moose versus Bueller. We win 10-0. Did we throw a perfect game? 3-hitter. Okay. Game 4, Cliff Lee versus Dustin May. We lose 2-3. Guarantee was in extra innings. No, it wasn't. Actually, because Cliff Lee got the loss. Game 5, Maddux versus Julio, and we lose 5-2. So we're really down 3-2. We got to win 2 straight games. Can we do it? Garrett Cole versus Tony Gonzalez. And we choke in 6 after having a 2-1 lead. Some will be the show's sim engine. Sometimes doesn't make any sense. And in this case, it doesn't. Of course, Edgar Martinez losing him with a bruised hand, I guess, sucks, but at the same time, not really. Our lineups, Jeter not doing well in the postseason. But everybody else, I mean, McGuire was not that great either. Chipper Jones sucked, and so did Chase Utley. So a lot of legends that just didn't really hit the ball that well, so there's that. Rotation, Garrett Cole was solid, but didn't get a lot of run support. Mike Mussina was really good. Greg Maddux kind of sucked. Cliff Lee was okay. John Smoltz would like a little bit more out of you, buddy. Tom Glavine was good. Okay. Yeah, very unfortunate way to end the season. But we got 3 more, so maybe we can win a World Series. But the Angels beat the Dodgers in the World Series. Let's go on to the next offseason, where hopefully this time we can actually perform up to our standards. Had some exclusive free agents to sign, and we actually, I think, brought back a lot of them, which is cool. So we have some money to spend then. So I could try to get back some of these guys here because we have a lot of money, a lot of our legends that ended up getting waived. So we could try to bring them back. So I think that's what I'm going to do. See if we could just re-sign them and bring them back to the team. So we'll try to give them like reasonable contracts, in the confinements. So we'll just give Frank Thomas like $20.5 million, 15-year appointment option. And yeah, like guys like Pedro Martinez, the one in his prime. So yeah, we'll just throw them a little bit of money and see if we can get some of these legends back onto the team. And we'll go from there. So let me offer a lot of these guys contracts so we can end up re-signing and get on to the second season. So to start the second season, our team is pretty interesting. I will say this. We did make a few interesting pickups. We got a lot of legends back. Some guys got waived. We ended up with Ohtani. I guess that's kind of cool. So yeah, we ended up with Ohtani. But yeah, you guys can see the team is pretty good. Larkin, Helton, Gonzalez, Edmonds, Harper, Green, Rodriguez, Jones, and Soriano. We still have a bunch of legends. And of course, we have a bunch of legends in AAA as well. Don't have a lot of roster spots though. So I expect a lot of guys to end up getting waived. But we'll see. I do like our team. I think it's going to be good again. Our rotation is pretty good. Our bullpen is pretty good. I mean, again, we should be able to be one of the better teams in the MLB. But, last season we were great, but then we lost in the NLCS. So hopefully this time around maybe we can seal the deal. That's the real question. Can we do it? I guess we'll find out. So we'll see what the All-Star break, see how the team's doing. Hopefully not too many people get waived, but knowing this game, the game's going to waive some people that shouldn't be waived. Nevertheless, I'll see you guys at the All-Star break. So we're 65-26 at the All-Star break, which is pretty good. Nothing too crazy. 15.5 games above the Phillies in our division. And we do have the best record in the MLB by 12 games over the... Who 53 wins? The Rangers. Interesting. Okay. I got some guys hurt. Nothing too crazy. Let's take a look at our lineup. See what we got. Barry Larkin's doing pretty solid. We got Ohtani. He's doing decent. We got Edgar Martinez having a good season. Luis Gonzalez, Jim Edmonds, Bryce Harper, Rodriguez. Like a little more out of Evan Longoria and Alfonso Soriano. We got David Wright up here. We got I don't know why we have Charlie Culberson up here, but we do. Carlos Payne off the bench. Kinsler, Seager, and Weston Wilson. So many guys that play third base are coming off our bench. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what that is. I feel like the game just auto-signs guys to do that. We got Tim Raines down here in Double-A. Raul Ibanez. Where is... I guess we waived like a bunch of other guys. Are there any free agents out there we could sign? Gary Sheffield. Can we offer him a contract? No, we can't. Yeah, all of our guys that are legends just end up getting waived and are now in free agency. We can't afford them. Why would we do that? Why does the game do that? I don't understand it. But nevertheless, let's take a look at the pitching rotation. Garrett Cole, Ohtani, Greg Maddux been pretty solid. Mike Messina's having a solid year. Yeah, I mean, rotation looks good to me. The bullpen looks great. I don't know, Fernando Abad, I don't know why we have him instead of the other guys we can have, but nevertheless, the game is the game. Our back end of the bullpen isn't that great. Billy Wagner's been good, though. It's 27 saves. Yeah, he's been solid, but Smoltz has not been very good. Brian Wilson's been even worse. I don't know why he's having a 12.67 ERA. That's really bad, but I guess we'll just simulate to the end of the season. I'll see you guys once I'm there. 114-48, pretty solid. Won the division, going to win the wild card playoff game. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the standings. Yeah, 114 wins. Was the best in the MLB. The next best team was the Braves. They had 95. So looking good. We've got some league leaders. Greg Maddux, win percentage, wins, and innings pitched. And then, of course, got some home runs. We got Luis Gonzalez, Barry Larkin stolen bases, Luis Gonzalez RBIs, Edgar Martinez runs, Luis Gonzalez slugging percentage, and probably OPS as well. So shout out to him. Yeah, looking at some of the league leaders here. We don't have anybody on any of these. Wow. Okay, there we go. Luis Gonzalez, 53 home runs, 141 ribbies. Edgar Martinez with runs. Barry Larkin stolen bases. Jason Giambi, but he's with the Marlins. Current day Bryce Harper is better than real Bryce Harper. I mean, legend Bryce Harper, rather. Which I guess makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't. Is he better at anything? Yeah, I guess his contact righty is better, and he's faster. Or no, he steals better, not as fast. Reaction's a little down. Fielding's slightly better. The vision's a little bit better. Cool. Yeah, let's take a look at the lineups. So, for the most part, everybody did well. I'm curious to see who won some awards, because I imagine we're going to have some award winners. Probably an MVP for Luis Gonzalez, if I had to take a guess. Our bench is okay. Nothing too crazy. But we'll see how this team does. Excited. The rotation. Ohtani was pretty solid. Greg Maddux had a nice year. Garrett Cole. I feel like he missed some time. Must have missed some games. Zach Greinke, and of course got Mike Mussina. A.J. Burnett out of the bullpen. Tom Glavine. John Smoltz was iffy. Gore was terrible. We have Johnny Cueto up here. It's another arm. Our bullpen wasn't amazing. Billy Wagner, though, 43 saves. We'll take that. So let's see. Awards. What first injuries? What do we got? Man, Edgar Martinez is hurt. David Wright's hurt. Cliff Lee's hurt. So that's tough. But hopefully we can get some of these guys back. Martinez was doing really well. So we'll see. Awards, we've got Greg Maddux winning the Cy Young, which makes a lot of sense. Bryce Harper, Hank Aaron, of course, Luis Gonzalez was the MVP, which makes a lot of sense because he won the MVP. So shout out to them, but doesn't matter if we don't win the World Series. So we got to get the job done here. We got the Braves. I think they were the team that won 95 games. So tough first matchup, but we should be able to beat them. Game 1, we win 10-4 with Ohtani versus Kyle Wright. Get game 2 here. Greg Maddux for Spencer Strider. We lose 5-4, which is unfortunate. And of course, it was an extra innings. Game 3, Garrett Cole with Max Fried. We win 5-0. That's what we like to see. Good bridge performance, Garrett Cole. Zach Greinke, game 4. We win that one 3-2 against Mike Soroka. So back to take on the Dodgers in the NLCS. They beat us last season. Let's see if we can get our comeuppance this year. 94-win team. Game 1, we got Maddux versus Dustin May. Lose 9-3. Nice. Game 2, Ohtani versus Spencer Turnbull. Somehow lose 5-11. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Game 3, Garrett Cole versus Walker Buehler. And we're down 5-2. So we're about to get swept. All right, we didn't get swept. All right, 1-2-1. But Ohtani needs to clutch it up here. We got Ohtani versus May. And we lose 4-2. Somehow, some way, we can't seem to win with a team like this. Some of the Dodgers are juiced up in the game. A little bit embarrassing, not going to lie. Just a little bit embarrassing. So I lose my patience a little bit. Barry Larkin not hitting the ball that great in the postseason. 200's not really going to cut it. Edmonds kind of struggled. Luis Gonzalez, you were an MVP, and you couldn't do anything in the postseason. Pudge sucked. Longoria sucked. A lot of legends not doing that well. So I'm a little bit concerned that they're not really putting it together. And we only have 2 more seasons. So if we want to win 2 Worlds, we've got to win back-to-back. Otherwise, it's a complete failure. So hopefully we can at least get 1. It'll be a disappointment, but if we get 1, it won't be a failure. Ohtani, Cole, Maddux, Greinke, and the starting rotation was good. Burnett and the bullpen was terrible. Mackenzie Gore, for some reason, we're pitching him 2 innings instead of Tom Glavine for some reason. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to pitch Mackenzie Gore. Stupid idea. And also Johnny Cueto. Why? Why would we do that? But other than that, the back of the bullpen was okay. Yeah, very dumb decision-making on our part. Yeah, terrible ending to the season. And who's going to win the World Series? Dodgers beat the Yankees. So we got 2 more years of this, and hopefully we can maybe win a World Series next year and the year after to maybe salvage whatever left we have of this video. All right, 3rd season. We got to get the job done here in this year. This is the big year to avoid a disappointing video. But let's take a look here at the team and see what we got. So I did sign a couple I got Jeter and Sheffield back, but I did lose a couple other legends in the process. But nevertheless, I mean, the team's still really good. Larkin, Ohtani, Martinez, Edmonds, Gonzalez, Harper, Rodriguez, Longoria, and Soriano. I mean, this team should be good enough to win a World Series. The fact that we can't seem to do it is kind of disappointing. But our bullpen a little bit thin. We're definitely going to be waiving people because, as you can see, the team's going to be completely different by the end of the season. So hopefully we can alleviate any wrongdoings that might happen with the team, because we just don't have any guys for the rest of our roster. So we'll see what ends up happening. I'll see you guys the All-Star break, where hopefully we're one of the better teams in MLB once again. But it's really all about the postseason. It's 74-18. We had an amazing month, by the way. right over here. We won so many games right here. I only lost 2 games in this month, so we were playing out of our minds, and we were winning a lot of games here. And then we started to take some L's, but June wasn't the best of months for us. But still, we've been playing great. 74-18. Let's take a look at the standings. Clearly, the best team in the MLB. So the team's been playing well. We got some guys hurt, not a problem though. Harper's hurt and Martinez, but they should be back. Let's take a look at the lineups. Larkin's been solid. Ohtani's having a great year. Jim Edmonds been amazing. He's hitting 372. That's wild. But, I mean, for the most part, been solid. Legend Donovan Solano off the bench, so shout out to him. He's been better than Ibanez, I'll tell you that much. All right, pitcher rotation. What do we got? Madison's pretty good. Ohtani's been solid. You're a little high on that ERA. Greinke's been good, and of course, Mussina. I don't know what's going on with Smeltz, man. Why is he why is that his picture? It's kind of weird that his picture is him at bat, not pitching. Isn't that weird? Look at that. Legend Daniel Bard. The legend. Daniel Bard. Shout out to him. Back into the bullpen's a little bit iffy, the setup guys, but Billy Wagner's been great. So I'm hoping this team can keep it up. We need to. This got to be our season. Hopefully, this is our season. We get the World Series. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year, where hopefully we are the best team in MLB and can actually do something in the postseason this year. On 27-35. So we won the division, taking on winning the wild card playoff game. Great season, but again, we got to be able to get the job done in the postseason. So will we be able to do it? I don't know, but we're the only 100-win team, and we had 127 wins. So clearly, we're the best team. Zach Greinke in win percentage and wins. Jim Edmonds home runs, Barry Larkin stolen bases, Jim Edmonds RBIs, Jim Edmonds batting average got a triple crown, probably the MVP as well. Barry Larkin runs, Jim Edmonds slugging. So probably thumbnail worthy. Jim Edmonds is going to be on there. Luis Gonzalez probably going to be on there, and also I don't know for pitching. We'll see. Yeah, Edmonds was great. Edmonds was obviously fantastic. Larkin doing his thing. So I love to see what I'm seeing. This has been great. Guys have been good, killing it. Let's see the awards. Of course, we're gonna have a few of them. Billy Wagner, Defensive Man of the Year. Zach Greinke, Cy Young. Jim Edmonds, Hank Aaron. Jim Edmonds, MVP. And Jim Edmonds with a batting title. Also got a triple crown. So shout out to him doing his thing. But again, doesn't matter unless we win a World Series, because we need a World Series. We got to have at least one. So if we're going to win it, this would definitely be the year. So hopefully we can. Our lineup looked great. Our pitching rotation, for the most part, seems okay. Our bullpen, I mean, Daniel Bard, legend Daniel Bard, shout out to him. Billy Wagner was great too. So we'll see. We'll see if we can kind of keep it together in the postseason, taking on the Phillies this time around. The Phillies, in case you guys are curious, 93-win team, so we were 34 games better than them. So hopefully we can beat them. Maybe just sweep them. Game 1, Maddox versus Painter. We lose 10-2. That makes a lot of sense. Game 2, Garrett Cole versus Aaronola, and we win 12-2. That's much better. Ohtani versus Wheeler, Game 3. We win 4-3. Game 4, Maddox versus Ranger Suarez, and we win 13-1. Going to the NLCS and take on the Cubs. Cubs got some legends on their team now, so they're pretty good. 91-win team. We'll see if we can beat them. See they got Cliff Lee. So Greg Maddux versus Cliff Lee. Game 1, we win 6-4. Game 2, Garrett Cole versus Justin Steele. We win 7-5. Game 3, Ohtani versus Wisniewski. Win 12-3. And let's sweep and go to the World Series. No, we lose 1-0. Okay. Game 5, Mussina versus Jameson Tyone. We lose 5-2. Please don't blow a 3-0 lead. Garrett Cole versus Justin Steele. And we win 5-1. Okay, we're on the World Series. Take on either the Mariners or the Rangers. And it's going to be the Rangers. Rangers were a 90-win team. Okay. So, they got Roy Oswalt in a Texas Ranger uniform, not a National uniform. Greg Maddux versus Oswalt. Game 1 is a 3-2 victory for us. Game 2, we got Garrett Cole versus Jacob deGrom. We lose 4-3 in extras. Or no. Actually, no. Wait. Yeah. Okay. No. We lost. Now it was in extras. Ohtani versus Kevin Gausman, and we win 6-1. Maddox versus Oswalt. Game 4. We lose 3-2. Okay, Game 5, Messina for Martin Perez. We win 4-2. Game 6, Garrett Cole for Jacob deGrom. We lose 3-2. Please do not choke in the World Series here, guys. Please don't do it. Please don't do it, game. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Game 7. Please get the win. Maddox versus Roy Oswalt, and we win 6-2. Okay, thank goodness. I was about to scream if we lost. So I'm so glad we won. All right, at least we got a World Series. So we need to win 2. Otherwise, it's just a disappointment. But, you know, I was a little bit scared. Alfonso Soriano, World Series MVP and playoff MVP. So shout out to him. Doing his thing out there. Pena was good. Longoria. We got some guys hurt. Not a problem. Gary Sheffield. Edgar Martinez. Dude, Edgar Martinez is always getting hurt, man. They just trade you. Good. For another legend. Let's see. Pitching rotation. Not bad. Cena struggled a little bit in the postseason. Tom Glavine was good. I don't know why we threw Tyler Thornburg 8 innings, but you know what? Fair play to him. Tyler Thornburg, man. Legend. Legend. Absolute legend. Brian Wilson, not great. Maybe Trevor Hoffman, and this is a very old and run down Trevor Hoffman. But then we got Billy Wagner, who was really good. So at least we got the World Series, so I'm happy about that. The postseason, Larkin, Wright, Edmonds struggled. Harper, okay. Did anybody hit well? Yeah, Soriano carried the team. So did Carlos Pena. I mean, the bottom half of our lineup was good. Gary Sheffield off the bench, not too bad. And that was it. That was all she wrote. So got ourselves a World Series, so I'm happy about that. But job's not done. We got to be able to win one more for it to be at least up to standards with what I was expecting. So I'll see you guys probably at the start of the 4th season and our final year, where maybe we'll have enough money to bring back another legend, but chances are it'll probably just be the same team, more or less. Final season, I mean, if we look at the lineups, I mean, it still looks pretty much the same. I did lose a couple legends, but we did re-sign a few other ones, but the chances are they're going to get waived. But again, for the most part, we have a lineup of legends and a bench of legends, so we should be okay. Also, shout out Tristan Peters, making it this far, buddy. Let's take a look at our pitching rotation. For the most part, it seems pretty good. We did lose Garrett Cole, but I was able to get back Kerry Wood onto this team, so I guess Kerry Wood hopefully could be okay. I will find out. Also, shout out to Trevor Hoffman for not retiring. He's 46 years old. Yeah, he's not playing up to that point, but he's here. So shout out to Trevor Hoffman for being here. Don't have anybody in AAA or AA, so I expect some moves to be made, but we'll see how this team does. Again, we're trying to win our 2nd World Series in a row. Trying to go 2 for 4 if we can, so let's see if we can do it. Alright, so I accidentally simulated one game past the All-Star break, so we won it, 67-25. We're 66-25, but basically we're pretty much there. You can see the best team in the MLB, not a surprise, but only by 9 games. I mean, the Rangers are kind of right there, so they're 8 or 9, 8.5, whatever it is. But yeah, the lineup's looking at it. I mean, Edmonds have another great season. I don't know what happened to Luis Gonzalez. He's no longer on our team. Damn, he's not on our team. Shoot, that sucks. But we're still doing all right. I mean, I'm a little bit worried that our bench is kind of bad. But it is what it is. Also, we have a non-legend starting. Do we have anybody in AAA that could play? Nope. Yep. Okay. Well, maybe we have hurt. Actually, no. Maybe he's hurt. No, he's not hurt. Okay, no, he's just gone. Rotations are looking pretty okay. Bullpen, not too bad. A little bit worried about this middle. Kirby Yates. Yeah, hasn't been that great. Brian Wilson has been terrible this entire video. Eric Gagne, not too bad. We got Chris Martin, who's only pitched 3 innings, and Billy Wagner, 27 saves. We'll take it. I'm a little bit worried about our team, but we'll see how they could hold up. Unfortunately, we don't have any money, so if I look at free agency, yeah, there's Luis Gonzalez. I guess we just dropped him. Played 2 games. I guess, yeah, he's kind of at that point where it's like, all right, he's regressing, so that's why we didn't re-sign him. So I can't afford anybody on any of these contracts, so they're just going to walk. Also, I don't know why we'd release Derek Jeter. for like a friggin' Martin Maldonado, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's just simulate to the end of the season, see how this team does. 38, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Won the division, take on the winner of the wildcard playoff game. So let's see how we can do. We got some guys, league leaders, standings. Let's actually look at standings. No other team in the MLB won 100 games except for us. 99 for both the for the Twins and the Rangers. So we were 25 games better. League leaders, we got Kerry Wood strikeouts, Tom Glavine with the ERA, Mike Mussina win percentage, Billy Wagner saves, Greg Maddux complete games, Greg Maddux shutouts probably. Jim Edmonds, 58 homers, Barry Larkin, 57 doubles, 59 stolen bases, Bryce Harper, 164 ribbies, Barry Larkin, 210 hits, Barry Larkin runs. So lots and lots of good stuff there. So shout out to Mr. Larkin. So yeah, I mean, the team obviously once again really good. Don't know if we're going to be the World Series favorites. I mean, we should be because we have the best record and stuff, and we have the best team. But knowing the game, you guys know, you've seen it. The sim can sometimes be out of whack, no matter who you got. But awards, we have Billy Wagner, Defense Delivery Man of the Year, Mike Mussina, Cy Young, Jim Edmonds, Hank Aaron, and Jim Edmonds, the MVP, once again. He's another MVP, so shout out to Jim Edmonds doing his thing out there. Bryce Harper, close but no cigar. Pitching rotation and lineups, let's take a look at those and see. I mean, yeah, it was dominating for the most part. Shout out to Tristan Peters getting some PT, but dang. It's a little bit unfortunate that we have 8 legends and then just like one guy that isn't a legend, unfortunately. Our rotation, hopefully it holds up in the postseason. It should. Our bullpen, not too bad. Brian Wilson, I need you to be good. So can you do that for me? We'll see. Billy Wagner was really good. Chris Martin was actually even really good as a 59 overall. So shout out to Chris Martin, legend. Eric Gagne, not too bad from him. So also Daniel Bard is back. Hey Daniel, what's up, buddy? All right. So we're gonna be either taking on the Dodgers or the Cubs. It'll be the Cubs. Nope, it's gonna be the Dodgers. Never mind. Wow, Dustin May got lit up. Game 1, Maddox versus Dustin May. We lose 6-4. That makes sense. Game 2, Mike Mussina versus Mitch Keller. We win 3-1. Game 3, Ohtani versus Kyle Harrison. We lose 6-3. God, man, can we please win 2 games in a row? Greg Maddux versus Bobby Miller. 8-5 win. Game 5, Dustin May versus Mike Mussina. And the game screws us over in the sim. Nice. So, very disappointing ending to the video. Very, very disappointing. Not a surprise. Why am I not surprised? Let's see. How'd we do in the postseason? Martinez going to get a hit. Larkin didn't do that great. And our offense just was not good enough. Tristan Peters was our best player. I was roasting you, and you ended up being our best hitter. So shout out to you, Tristan Peters. Maybe you are a legend. Our pitching rotation was garbage. Maddox was terrible. Ohtani was terrible. Did Ohtani hit well in the postseason? I don't even know. Let's see. Did he even hit? Nope, he didn't get in that bat. Okay. Rotation, bullpen. The bullpen was good. They did their job. The starting pitching did not. So, only one World Series with the long ball beast. A little bit of a disappointment. But, at least we got one. So, it wasn't a complete epic meltdown of a failure of a video. So, that's good. Red Sox beat the Cardinals in the World Series. You already saw the lineups. You already saw the rotation. So, I mean, again, we're not going to do that this season. I mean, again, we're going to be a competitive team. It's not like we're not competitive, but choking in the postseason, having meltdowns like that, just can't have that happen. It is what it is, though. At least we got one World Series, like I said. So, with that being said, full screen to close the video. If you hope you enjoyed the video, if you did, make sure to like on and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, to comment below for videos. Go to socials, playlist, second channel, main channel, down below the description if you do like other content, TJP. So, we are going to, I guess, pivot back to some other MLB The Show videos. I do have some ideas for creative rebuilds, so we'll see what we get them doing. But with this normal team stuff and things of that nature, that's all kind of out of the way. So, yeah, with that being said, I think we're just going to head out. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.